an original and talented monarch, a worthy successor to his ancestors, the Chakri dynasty, to whom the royal family pay their respects in an annual ceremony on the coronation anniversary. Each king bears the titular name of Rama. Before the Chakri dynasty, the Thai capital was known as Ayutthaya. In a savage war, the Burmese sacked the city and burnt it to ruins. A Thai general called Thaksin started the resistance, reformed the Thais and became king. But he seems to have gone a little mad. He believed that he could levitate. He was ousted and replaced by another general, known by his title of Chakri, which means commander-in-chief. He became king, taking the title of Rama I in 1782, and founded his capital at Bangkok. The present king is Rama IX.
Kingship, if we have to use this word, has changed all the time. Since the old times and then since the advent of founding of Bangkok capital, it has always changed. My great-grandfather was the philosopher king. He was the king that you will know under the name of King Mongkut.
The famous king, model for the King and I, who came to the throne in 1851, aged 47, after having been a monk for 27 years. King Mongkut was full of ingenuity. He had a scheme for widening canals by driving buffaloes down them as a kind of living bulldozer. In other, more fundamental ways, he started to introduce Thailand to Western civilization. As a distinguished abbot and scholar, Mongkut knew Sanskrit, Pali, and several other Asian languages. He also taught himself English, and then read everything he could find about science, becoming especially good at astronomy. But this was finally to cause his death, for he had correctly predicted an eclipse of the sun, and insisted on taking his court to the place where it would be most visible. This was a fever spot. King Mongkut caught the fever and died. Mongkut's son, Chulalongkorn, succeeded in 1868. His reign lasted 42 years, and he brilliantly managed both to avoid conquest by Britain or France, and also to modernize Thailand along Western lines.
He did not have an easy life. He began at the age of 15, and he had to create a place for himself. That means he had to define his own duties by taking up the basis that my great-grandfather had laid. And he had to fight also for keeping the country free from encroachment from other countries.
He sent his sons to school in England, traveled widely in Europe, reformed the Thai system of justice, health and education, abolished slavery, and created the first Thai bank. King Chulalongkorn started this royal collection of vintage cars. He taught himself to drive, and having created wide tree-lined avenues in Bangkok, used to motor around them in his electric car. His motoring enthusiasm was shared by his senior wife, Queen Sawapa, who was given to buying up cars by the dozen as gifts for those who had served the country well. All the dynasty have been colourful personalities, creative, original, and given to flamboyance. It was Rama I who built these magnificent golden barges, which are taking the king to the Temple of the Dawn to offer robes to the monks for the Katin festival. King Mongkut also loved spectacle, in spite of his 27 years as a monk. And immediately after his coronation, he led a huge procession of brightly coloured longboats around Bangkok. His own boat had gold-painted paddles, and the 100 oarsmen were dressed in scarlet. Elephants now are only occasionally used for ceremonial events, but the possession of white elephants remains an important symbol of royal power in Thailand even today. These are King Bhumibol's white elephants. His brother, King Anan, possessed none, and that ill omen is held to have brought about his death. King Mongkut wrote a book about white elephants, which incidentally, though albino, are not white. They should have pink and yellow eyes, a light reddish-brown skin and red hair, and white toenails, white at the edge of their ears and the top of their trunk. Having enumerated the various points whereby to judge their excellence, one of which was a beautiful snore, Mongkut concluded by saying that ultimately the judgment was a matter of personal choice, as with women. King Mongkut, we may presume, had a way with women. From the age of 47 to 64, after 27 years of celibacy as a monk, he fathered 82 children by 35 wives. His vigorous polygamy is about the only true thing about his portrait in The King and I, the musical based on the inaccurate diary of Anna Leon Owens, an English schoolteacher who spent some time at his court but did not teach him English, sit by his deathbed, and most certainly did not dance with him.
Come, we'll do it again.
Your Majesty.
Why do you burst in here without waiting?
We have found Taptim.
Where is she?
Secret police are questioning her. Her lover has not been caught. Not yet.
Why was it that the film, the Hollywood musical, The King and I, was considered so offensive here? Do you find it offensive?
People in this country feel that to take somebody in history, in fact it is near history, and to transform, they don't like it so much. They have the respect for especially King Mongkut. They have the respect, and they don't like the King Mongkut to go up and down the stage and saying that King Mongkut is like that and like this. They don't like that.
Have you seen the film yourself?
I have seen.
But when you yourself saw the film?
And then, if you look at the criteria of as a musical comedy or musical film, on that criteria it is very entertaining, very well done, and very lavish, good musical comedy. Deserve the success. But on another criteria, that if we look at it as a character, the character of King Mongkut in that movie, he is a sympathetic character. He's a wonderful fellow, intelligent, strong, and perhaps nearer the truth than in the book, the original book even. Because that character in the film has a very strong character, which my great-grandfather had a very strong character. He did not dance up and down the scene, but he did have a very strong, he did have a very strong sense of duty to the country.
A few of my wives, they have beauty but not gift for knowledge. I have no time for teaching, being busy with foreign affairs and other situations. I may present Lady Chang, head wife.
There is a happy land far, far away, where saints in glory stand bright, bright as day.